Sterling was one of the lucky ones, but among the mass murder victims, aspiring sportscaster Jessica Ghawi, known professionally as Jessica Redfield. Just last month, she escaped a deadly shooting at a Toronto shopping mall. On her blog, she wrote that she decided to leave the mall moments before the shooting because she had a sickening feeling. But this time, she didn't make it out. In one of her last tweets before the movie, she wrote about going to see Batman with a friend, and she tweeted, "Never thought I'd have to coerce a guy into seeing the midnight showing of The Dark Knight Rises with me." And then there was her final tweet from the movies. The movie doesn't start for 20 minutes. Jessica's brother Jordan Ghawi joins us along with Peter Burns, a friend of Jessica's. Welcome both of you. And Jordan, you know, you're the kind of guest where I spend about 5 minutes trying to think, like, what's the right question to ask you. You know, so frankly, I feel so bad for you and your family, and you, Peter. I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, I've been asked a lot of questions today, and the predominant one is what we're going to do next. And honestly, it's about celebrating her and her life at this point. We're trying to get the focus out on her and the rest of the victims. There's 11 other fatalities in here, and if you can remember, there's 71 others that were shot. I don't want to hear the gunman's name. I don't want to hear the gunman's name. I don't want this to be another Columbine or Virginia Tech where we can state the name of the shooter but we can't name a single victim. So for me, this is about getting the victims out there and getting their stories told, and I hope that the family members of these other victims can come forward and have their stories told and broadcasted and inundate the media and take this coward off the air.
Jessica, an older sister or younger?
She's 16 months my junior.
So I imagine, so you're pretty close in age, so pretty close siblings.
You can say that.
You know, it's always so, I mean, no one can walk in your shoes. No one knows how, you know, the pain you and your family feels tonight. You know, we can only imagine and keep telling you how bad we feel for you.
Right. Well, we appreciate the condolences that come in everywhere.
Peter, how did you know his sister?
You know, she had worked, she was an intern at the radio station in San Antonio that I was at doing the mornings for a while, and when I moved to Denver a couple of years ago, she wanted to pursue more of a sports career. So, you know, she got in touch with me and kept bugging, hey, should I come out to Denver, and she wanted to be a part of it, and I told her yes. So she came out about a year ago, and it just couldn't be any happier. She was the one that as soon as she came in, you know, it was pinching every penny and begging mom and dad and you know, everybody to help out, because this was her dream. This is what she wanted to do. So you know, she came here to Denver, and for the last year she has just been, you know, there's not a person in the Denver sports media that didn't just, you know, that loved Jessica.
Jordan, do you have other siblings?
Yes, I have a baby brother who's 12.
And parents?
Yes, both my parents.
How's the rest of the family? I imagine
they're devastated. They're in shock. For a lot of the family, including myself, I don't think it's fully set in yet. But they're just trying to take it as the time comes.
Did you even know your sister was going to this movie? I mean, did you have any idea? I mean, it's the first thing you hear is when you get the tragic news.
That's correct. I got a phone call from my mom at 1 in the morning, and we just kind of went from there.
It was amazing, because one of the things, the last time I got a chance to talk to his sister Jessica is about a week ago. We had dinner, and she wanted to have dinner for this one reason. She wanted to set up a charity for the wildfire victims that were going on and everything that happened, the travesty in Colorado. And she said, how do I do this? How can I get hockey equipment for these families in need? Which was amazing. And I remember, you know, I told Jordan the story. I remember sitting across from her at dinner. She looked me in the eye and goes, "I don't want my name on this. I want this to be anonymous, a PO box, something. How can I help? Because I don't want to help. You know, I don't need to profit my own career for this. I want to help." And that was, you know, the last time I saw her face to face, and goes to speak a little bit, Greta, about how sincere and heartfelt she was.
What happened in Toronto?
About a month ago, she was at the Eden Mall where she had a gut feeling that she needed to leave an area. She couldn't really explain it. And about 3 minutes after her departing that area, there was shots that rang out, and I believe 7 were killed. And she just wasn't able to escape this one.
You always wonder, why someone and not another person. I mean, that theater was filled with people.
I haven't been trying to focus on that, nor has my family. We're grateful that so many got out alive and uninjured. And it's just time for the community to pull together and families to pull together and start moving on and celebrating these lives.
Yeah, I'm always so impressed by how magnanimous the families are. I mean, of the victims. They're so often so magnanimous. And like I said, it's like I don't know what it's like to walk in your shoes, and I don't want to. Because I know. I mean, I suspect this is the worst thing that can happen. But they're always, so many are so gracious and so big and so, under these just the worst circumstances.
Well, I think it's because we've had them in our lives for so long that we want to share that with everyone else. We'll have those memories. That can never be taken away. A coward with a rifle can never take away the 24 years that my family had with my sister.
What was she like?
She was, you know what, actually, I'll pass this one to Peter.
Yeah. Clumsy, vivacious, go. She was the kind of person that'd be behind the camera and pressing every single button and go, I wonder what this does, and then we'd probably be off air for a couple of minutes. But she was just a wealth of knowledge, and in this industry, sometimes we get a little jaded on how day-to-day things go, and we think, okay, we're just doing here, or this is our job. When she would show up anywhere, she lit up the room, and you kind of, all of a sudden, you're like, I need to be on my game, and that was her. It was, she was everybody's little sister that we all loved. And real quick, I can't tell you enough how strong Jordan has been for the family today, and he'll never take credit for it, and I want to speak for his behalf, because the day that he's had to put up with today and the strength that he showed to help celebrate the lives of not only his sister but the other families and try to get that word out, it's been amazing.
The only thing I keep saying is the same thing, George. I just don't know what to say to you. These stories, we come out and we cover them. We get to meet people like you, and we get to, and we get close to the story, and we really do see, it's not just a regular story to any of us. I mean, everyone in the media, hearts go out to all of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Jordan, Peter, thank you both. Straight ahead, gunfire in a dark theater.